Joe and Nick for your weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gangsta commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons. It's Shaturday morning cartoons.
Happy Saturday, everybody!
Saturday!
The gang's back!
Hello,
Yes.
everybody. Welcome to the season finale of Saturday Morning Cartoons, hosted as always by Nick and Joe, the Found Footage Festival, VCR Party Live, and defendants in the zaniest lawsuit ever. Fellas, how you doing?
Good. Good
Swell,
to have you
thanks.
back, George. Good to have the crew back together.
Yes.
This is
Yeah,
our
the
crew
gang's all
right here.
The
Yes.
Fantastic Four, as I like to call
Yeah.
Of course, that's Caitlin McGurk, Professor Caitlin McGurk of the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum at The Ohio State University in Columbus, and author of the Eisner-nominated book, Tell Me a Story Where the Bad Girl Wins, The Life and Art of Barbara Sherman, sold out currently, about to go to second printing, is that right?
Wow.
It's true. It's completely sold out everywhere. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
Nice. I'm glad I got a copy.
Me too.
Amazing.
No big deal. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I'm George. That's it.
Yep.
I'm here today because I wanted to tell you all something. No.
Oh,
I'm nervous. Do you have bad
No,
news? Oh,
I have great news.
okay.
We have all been overwhelmed by Marvel Comics characters at the movies for the last 25 years. Spider-Man, the X-Men, the Avengers, the MCU. They've made billions of dollars. They've dominated our popular culture. And they never would have been possible without the success of the first superhero comic book from Marvel, the Fantastic Four, in 1961. Weirdly, the Fantastic Four has never been a runaway hit at the box office, but we're about to get the third or fourth, depending on how you count it, live-action reboot of the Fantastic Four. So we thought we'd end the season with an episode of the barely remembered 1979 animated series that centers on the Fantastic Four's Big Bruiser, The Thing. It was in NBC's Saturday morning lineup as part of an hour-long show called Fred and Barney Meet the Thing.
oh,
But despite the title, Fred and Barney of the Flintstones do not, in fact, meet the Thing.
Oh,
They're totally separate cartoons. And let me just say up top that this may well be the shaddiest.
ooh,
Is that
It
possible?
is-
we like them shaddy.
I'm
Yeah.
listening.
This
We've
is
seen a lot of shat.
That's true. This is the purest Colombian uncut shad. But of course,
Wow.
we always start off by talking cereals, mugs, cartoon esoterica, personal news. What do you have, Nick?
Well, I have this. It's not a mug, but I'm drinking a cream soda zero out of it. I found this at a thrift store. It is a
Soda
Tan-
Zero.
Tangier Hotel out of it. This is looks got
Harry Blackstone.
yeah,
Oh,
Harry Blackstone.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like
Buddy Greco.
Buddy
Don't know
Greco,
The Buddy Greco?
Jerry Lee Lewis, Stephanie Mills. You got Danny
Danny Thomas.
Thomas.
Is
Okay.
Stephanie Mills okay?
And
Rip
this is why
Taylor.
that's why I got it, because of the Rip
Amazing.
Taylor. Yeah. Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's from Akron, Ohio.
Wow.
This is
All
a
good
chain.
things are. Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
all those people play there? Did they perform
Yeah.
at that Akron, Ohio? Okay.
Well, I don't know if they came to the Akron one, but they've been at the Tangier somewhere. That
Wow.
chain.
Oh, that rules.
The big news is though, I won a social media giveaway for a Cinnamon Toast Crunch promo.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It comes in this, and it is Cinnamon
my
Toast
God.
Crunch pizza flavor, Totino's pizza flavored Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Now,
Wow.
it turns out they didn't have the ingredients, but it's not vegan. But
Hmm.
my dogs love it, and the people who have tried it, it smells mostly like cinnamon, but then so that's the main taste you get according to the people who've tried it, and then after
Your
yeah,
dogs.
dogs. Then after the cinnamon wears off, you get that sort of pizzeria pretzel combos flavor.
Doesn't sound good.
No,
It doesn't
Yeah,
sound
no, it doesn't at all.
everyone who's tried it has said it's been absolutely disgusting. So, and George, did you try it? We had a game
No,
day
but
the other
I-
day.
I got a whiff of it, and it reminded me of when I used to go to the Pizza Hut buffet.
Yeah.
And they have, they had they got the pizza, they got the breadsticks, but then they also had like cinnamon breadsticks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And I always got them by mistake, and I would like dip one of those into the
Ooh.
pizza
Oh,
sauce.
yeah.
take a
Marinara.
bite, and there was a flavor sensation that is not favorable to keeping your food down.
You were ahead of your time, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
look, you didn't even
yes.
have to win a social media giveaway for
What did you have to do to win this?
Yeah. How many likes and shares did you have to?
you just put your name in a thing. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
was.
Is that your
probably-
primary source of like grocery shopping now these days?
I only do social media giveaways.
Okay.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
Hoping I
Well-
don't go hungry this month.
Tell me about that mascot though. I love the mascot on the.
Yeah, well, that's the Cinnamon Toast Crunch baker, but he's got a little Italian.
I
chef
miss
hat.
the old guy. I don't
Yeah.
know about this rebranding.
That's
Yeah.
one spicy.
Yeah. Congratulations, round of
Okay.
cream soda zeros for everybody. The next round of cream soda zeros are on me.
It's on me, everybody.
Uh-huh.
Here to see
No
me
sugar in
and
those
A&W.
cream sodas.
What do you got, Joe?
I just celebrated my 10, as you all, I'm sure you all know, I celebrated my 10-year anniversary to my wife, Albertina.
Oh,
And
Oh.
yeah, I didn't get the
Congratulations.
cards. Didn't get the cards from any of you guys yet.
In
Are
the
they-
mail.
yeah.
They're in the mail? Okay.
Later,
I
right.
haven't checked yet today, so I'm sure they're all down
Okay.
there. But when I proposed to her in Italy, I guess 11 years ago, we went to the Vatican and we got these very excited pictures of us
Aw.
at the Vatican. We jumped in the air in front of the Pope back then. So we commemorated on a mug, and that's what I'll be sipping from today.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
That's really sweet.
Yep.
Well, I am also coming off a celebration of my own, which is my birthday. Also
Oh.
expecting cards any day now.
Yep,
Yep.
there it is in the
They're
mail.
We're probably
So-
crossing paths right now.
I've got my Garfield Gemini mug up. You know,
Oh.
Twins.
proud
Yeah.
Gemini. And also, I thought this was cereal and grabbed it out of the cabinet because of the shape of the box, but it's
Yeah.
actually a Crunchwrap Supreme Taco Bell kit. So,
What's in there? It's a frozen
I mean, it's a
Crunchwrap?
kit for making your own Crunchwrap at home.
Kit.
And,
Okay.
I've, I've made them before. I think I just usually looked at it this way.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm no stranger to making wanting a homemade
it's not little
Crunchwrap at any hour of
Crunchwrap
the day.
It could be little Crunchwrap Supremes that come out and you pour milk over the little Crunchwrap Supremes.
I
How
was
is there
thinking
not taco
that.
cereal?
Yeah, like there should be. If they were really tiny ones, they would be cute. And also, you could have like cheese instead of milk, and maybe
Yeah.
like bean juice instead of milk. And
Yeah,
cheese is
bean
like on
juice.
the inside. of
It's
them.
good for vegans.
Nick, talk to your social media connections and see if
Yeah.
they have any giveaways of that.
All right.
big bean
yeah.
juice,
'Cause I want
yeah.
to try that too. Yeah. Okay. I hope.
Also, Caitlin, have you ever looked at that Gemini mug with Garfield and taken mushrooms and looked at it? Like,
No, have you?
no. Well, I am right now, and yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
can't get enough. Yeah, look at that.
Ooh,
That would be-
horrifying.
That's a
In
one.
a white room with black curtains.
Garfield on the island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have I went out of my way to get some things. This is after Easter. This was $1 on the shelf. Haven't opened it yet. I've been waiting to come back to
Aw,
Take a
you
bite.
missed us.
of Reese's Puffs bunnies.
Mm.
Probably
last
for
year-
next year.
Yeah, but these things last years, but they're ready to throw them into the
I
hopper.
know they
Yeah, that-
immediately retire them.
That Batman cereal is still fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes
Yeah.
great.
I'm not going to eat this right now, but I also have a mug that I just sent away for. This is a 1975 Thing Slurpee mug. There's an incredible collection of Slurpee mugs of like really. They had so many of them. It's like rare, obscure characters. They were just crappy plastic, but this one is good. It has a little story about the Thing and his alter ego.
Nice. Is that going to be for display purposes or is that going to be for drinking purposes?
This is going to be for giveaway purposes with all my other mugs.
Mm.
As
We're
soon as
having the
possible.
VHS garage sale on July
Yes.
19th in Brooklyn. So
Ooh,
come,
fun.
Yes.
come see us before our show there at the Bell House to win that Thing mug.
Maybe there could be a thing where like you throw a ping pong ball and there's all the mugs. You pay $1 for the ping pong
Yes.
ball, you get the mug.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Break
get
the
rid
mugs.
That's a good idea.
This I'm going to be buried with. No one's getting their mitts on this one. But you can win that Thing cup.
All right, let's start by watching a commercial for a Thing toy from 1979. I didn't even know there was a Thing toy, and that'll be followed by a brief teaser of Fred and Barney Meet the Thing. This is what 1979 had to offer kids.
This is the Thing. With a few pumps of the inflator, you can make the Thing expand in size. Place the Thing in the rock trap, pump the inflator, and within seconds, the Thing will crash out of the trap. The Thing comes complete as shown, some assembly required. The Thing by Fun Stuff.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Hypersexual.
Yeah, no, it reminded me of the Venus 2 penis pump that you guys were.
It reminded me of the another penis video that we had, where they pump up their shaft in the testicles. There's like Reebok
Erect
pump
aid,
technology.
Implant, right?
System.
No, what's it called? I'll
The
look it up.
Recade.
I don't think it's a Recade. I think you're thinking of a different penis
Oh.
pump device.
Yeah,
That's the
I
one
get
that
it.
has the
I get it
vacuum.
mixed up. Yeah.
All right.
Saturday on NBC, join the fun with Casper the Friendly Ghost with his special friends the Angels and Harry Scary. Then there are laughs galore when Fred and Barney meet the Thing. And bounce into action with those zany Super Globetrotters. Followed by the incredible new Shmoo. There's adventure and laughs ahead Saturday morning.
Oh, we have to watch the Shmoo. I want to watch the Shmoo at some point.
Can we
Season
pivot,
6,
George?
season
Can we? Okay.
Give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
So wait, Fred and Barney don't actually meet the Thing.
They do not.
That's false advertising.
Yeah, it's the bait and switch there.
Is it like a cartoon, the cartoon previews thing where like they introduce it?
They're in the opening credits together, but that's it.
Disappointing.
Should we just not watch it? We don't have to watch it.
We just chat, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just catch up.
I like the promise of this being the shaddiest thing we may have watched.
Right.
So that's
Okay, but I have to go back to cave paintings in 50,000 BC to show the
Okay.
development of art to get
Buckle
to.
up.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. From 1938 to 1960, the characters we associate with DC Comics, you got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the gang in the bottom right, the Flash, Joe's favorite, Hawkman.
Love Hawkman.
They ruled the comic industry. They outlasted all the other companies and characters, and they sued a bunch of them into submission. And that all changed in 1961. Marvel published this story about an experimental rocket bathed in cosmic rays that gave the occupants bizarre powers. You've got Sue Storm could become invisible at will. Her kid brother Johnny Storm could burst into flames and fly. The rocket's pilot, the gruff but lovable Ben Grimm, was turned into a powerful, rocky monstrosity. And their genius leader, Reed Richards, could contort himself into any shape. And they quickly realized they had to use their powers to help humanity. And so was born the Fantastic Four. And they were an instant hit because unlike DC Comics characters, the Fantastic Four didn't have disguises. They didn't get along. They didn't always win. Everything took place in New York City, not a fictional place like Gotham or Metropolis. And unlike Superman or Batman, who didn't change for decades, the Fantastic Four's plots lasted for many issues at the time. So you always had to keep reading it. They were created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and they spent the rest of their lives arguing about who was more responsible for it.
I was going to say, or according to Stan Lee, it's created by Stan Lee.
Right. Incidentally, this origin story has similarities to an issue of a relatively obscure DC series called Challengers of the Unknown, about a superhero team of, 4 individuals. And in the story from 3 years before the Fantastic Four, one of the team members gets exposed to rays that cause him to develop powers like fire and invisibility. And the writer and artist of that, Jack Kirby. Okay. So anyhow, over the next few years, Stan and Jack also created everyone you know now. The Hulk, Thor, X-Men, Avengers, Black Panther, Silver Surfer, Nick Fury, Ant-Man, Groot, Doctor Doom, Vision, the Scarlet Witch. But in the press at the time, Stan Lee was made out to be the brains of the whole operation. And Jack Kirby must have been especially pissed that he didn't get writing credit because the Thing was essentially his alter ego. Both Jack Kirby and Ben Grimm were tough-talking cigar smokers. They served in World War II. Both were Jewish. They grew up poor, and they fought on the streets of the Lower East Side. And incidentally, Kirby grew up near Delancey Street on the Lower East Side. So he made the Thing grow up on the fictional Yancey Street. And now the Thing battled everyone from the Hulk to Galactus, but his most persistent tormentors were the Yancey Street gang, who used to send him all sorts of practical jokes. There's him opening a package. There's him. The Thing is a sissy. That picture of him wearing a tutu.
Those Yancey Street Boys.
Yes. Anyhow, the first Fantastic Four cartoon was in 1967. It's the top one. And there was another one in 78. And you'll notice the Human Torch is not in that one. He was licensed to somebody else. So they replaced him with Herbie the Robot, which everybody hated. And he actually gets
him. I hate him just hearing about him. Yeah.
Yes. And the 70s were a very lousy time for Marvel adaptations. DC's Superman was a huge hit, but Marvel's characters were low-budget live-action TV movies. You see Captain America, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man the bottom. And the only one that had any traction at all was the Incredible Hulk. And so who could have guessed that Marvel would win the war of movies just a few decades later? But all of this brings us to 1979, when Hanna-Barbera took their license to the Thing and just went bonkers with it. No longer was Ben Grimm a middle-aged man who'd been turned by cosmic rays into an orange monster. Instead, he was Benji Grimm, a scrawny teenager who'd press two rings together and say, "Thing ring, do your thing," before temporarily changing form. And of all the incredible characters that the Thing fought in comics, the only ones that appear in this series were the Yancey Street gang.
Nice. That's perfect.
There we go. Yeah.
That feels appropriate.
Wearing 70s attire.
Yes, I would argue that this cartoon sucks. You may find you might disagree, but there are way too many characters. Every cartoon was 10-minute long stories, and they were packaged with Flintstones reruns. And so it was Fred and Barney Meet the Thing for 13 episodes, and then it became Fred and Barney Meet the Shmoo.
For real?
So we're watching next.
Yeah. That'll be on deck.
All right.
Stay
And the
tuned for
weirdest
next season.
There's so many weird things I found while looking this up, and this is the weirdest. There was a 1979 NBC cartoon preview show starring Gary Coleman scheduled to air in prime time on September the 7th, 1979, but it was canceled due to a cartoonist strike, and it has never been seen.
Huh.
I knew this because I was looking for it for like a premiere, and I heard tale, and I'm like, this has everything we want in a preview, and yet no one's ever found it.
I'm sure it's on a videotape somewhere. I didn't even see it in the Lost Media Archive, but this is something people need to look for. I bet it's at NBC somewhere.
Yeah.
There were other cartoons after this. There was a 1994 and a 2005 cartoon, and of course there were the live action movies along the top in
The Roger Corman one too. That was
2005, right?
Yeah.
And that's the one down at the bottom here. I guess you guys knew about this as from tape trading, right? Because this was, this one has never been released, and it only existed at the comic conventions. So in '94, Roger Corman produced a live-action, low-budget version, and it was only made to keep an option on the property of the Fantastic Four, but nobody in the cast and crew knew that. And so that's all covered in a documentary that was relatively recently released called Doomed. That's really good.
Wow.
And it has things.
I don't know about this. Yeah.
So soon we'll have this Pedro Pascal and Joseph Quinn reboot that's 60s themed. And we're going to try to see if we can finally get a hit out of the Fantastic Four at the theater.
Looks pretty good.
Are they going
Pedro
to? Are they going to properly credit Jack Kirby in this one?
Yes. So that was there were lawsuits for decades, and finally, when Disney got Marvel, they had the money to really pay off the Kirby estate. And they're like, for the first time, they're actually happy with everything. Like Disney didn't care about putting, like they were thrilled to put his name on everything. They didn't have a problem. Marvel was always afraid to, because they were afraid it would open up themselves up to other lawsuits and things.
Do you think Fred and Barney are going to make an appearance in the new movie?
They have to.
I would assume so, right?
Do they? But is Hanna-Barbera owned by Marvel? I don't. This is all rights thing. All right, so here we go. We finally gotten to the cartoon. Okay. Oh, did we run out of time? Is there time for the cartoon?
Yeah, I think that's it. We got to wrap up.
Sorry, everybody.
Thank you,
Okay. Here we go.
Ghost camping.
What?
Stakes couldn't be higher.
Oh yeah. Funk soundtrack.
I already love this.
Look, everybody, there's a Pinus sylvestris. Oh, isn't it lovely?
Looks like a plain old pine tree to me.
Miss Twilly is referring to the Latin name of the species, my silly little Homo sapien.
Ronald, sometimes you
He's
are a
arrogant.
jugular
On his way to
affliction,
the Regal Beagle.
a pain in the neck.
Really?
Oh, now remember, pupils, our camping trip is an awfully foolish subject. Oh, no, an official school project.
June 4A wannabe.
Oh, I'm sure we'll all
This
learn a lot about the
Class
great
is
outdoors.
riding a convertible together.
my,
Camping
look.
trip.
Yeah.
That's their school bus.
Ronald, watch out for that falling tree!
Oh, my gracious me!
Good heavens.
Ooh, the voice
Another
acting.
inch and we'd have been sawdust.
I'll go call the forest ranger on the emergency
Doesn't
road
it kind of
phone
sound
we
like this
passed
is
a
all
few
very
minutes ago.
echoey too with the voice recordings?
Ding ring! Do your... Ding ring! Do your thing!
Sorry to disturb your happy hibernating, Furface. Maybe this'll help you get back to
Oh my
sleep.
god.
His accent changes when he's
Lullaby and good night. Go to sleep, little grizzly.
I was not expecting it to be this
Maybe my
straight
Wait,
up
what just
comedy.
happened?
Ain't unbearable.
He got so scared that his
better go
fur
see
came off
about
and he had
that giant
boxers
hunk of
on.
With underwear on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is certainly a ponderous ponderoso.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Where'd he come from?
Oh, it's that marvelous thing coming to our rescue.
Looks like it's time to stop chopping.
We need to bring back scarves on his neck. Good luck.
Why isn't he just always the thing? Why does he have to transform into? Just stay the thing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they like him better.
Deal.
Humble thing, glad to help, pretty lady.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like Mr. Slade
Hey,
or something.
where's the tree?
The thing
Frank
cleared the way
Stone.
for us, and you missed his magnificent appearance, as usual.
I think it might be.
They're not excited enough. They're just like this rock figure came
Right.
Can't you hammer quietly? How do you expect me to relax?
Sorry, Your Highness. Next time I'll bring a rubber hammer.
in. We need a studio audience to
Oh,
laugh
wait,
at that.
this
Yeah.
copy of Camping in the Wilderness
Wow.
really comes in handy on
Every
these
line.
field trips.
What's her
There's a lot of
border?
weird stuff going
Guess
on.
I
like
better get my
proportionally,
tent up.
too.
Oh.
So far, so good. It won't stay put.
You'd better get your tent up, Ronald.
It's right here, my dear girl. Behold
know what
my
I mean.
deluxe inflatable tent.
I'm going as Ronald for Halloween.
Watch this. Well, what do you think?
It's terrific. But we're supposed to be practicing our camping skills and roughing it this weekend.
My dear, this is roughing it for a Radford. Care to see the inside?
Wow. Too much.
Pinball.
That's it.
Oh,
I
chandelier.
find it just
I
barely
want an
enough.
Airbnb.
Now for the upstairs.
Exactly.
You have an elevator?
Doesn't everyone? Going up.
Get to the thing.
This, my dear girl, is the boudoir. Bedroom to you.
And that's your sleeping bag?
He's a sexual predator.
Not
basically.
quite.
Right.
He's got magic
That is
fingers.
some sack. Well, thanks for the tour, Ronald. But I'm hungry. I think
Could
I'll
you
go
please
roast some
tag
hot
on
dogs
that
with
as some
marshmallows.
sack at the very
Yeah.
end of this episode?
How can you
Sure.
eat
shall.
such peasant fare? Besides, it's now 5:59, and my chef Andre should be arriving from home to serve us dinner in exactly 60 seconds. Ah, right on schedule.
Does this mean no hot dogs?
thank goodness, yes.
I hope the new movie is half this good.
Since we are roughing it this weekend,
be
our
lucky.
little supper is very
Is
simple.
he an over-the-top Italian
Pâté de foie
stereotype?
gras, chocolate mousse, and the piece de
That's just
resistance,
how all Italian men are.
wild duck.
Now that's wild.
Okay.
Kind of looks like Freaky Friday or a Jodie Foster. Okay.
I love it so far.
Me
I
too.
do
Thumbs
too.
up.
We only
Um,
one thing scene in the whole thing so far.
Right.
But other than that, it's great.
Here are a bunch of disco infused ads for all sorts of products from 1979.
Saturday morning cartoons will be right back.
Hey, Jerry, what's the story?
You want a party, you want to dance, you want a great night out, come on down to Jerry's Disco.
But Jerry, what's the story?
Unbelievable lights, unbelievable sound, giant dance floor, really big drinks, and a dynamite game room. Talk about atmosphere, in other words, see for yourself. The party starts every night at 9, and I'll be here waiting for you. That's the story!
I mean, he's in the mob for sure, right?
Yeah.
You'll catch the fever at Potamkin with 1979 Cadillacs. Like this Eldorado, Potamkin lease priced at an incredible $189 a month. Or this Coupe de Ville.
Like that
Buy
voice.
it at a great Potamkin price or lease it for just $159 a month. Get Cadillac fever over the Seville. Find out about the very special 1979 limousine. If your Cadillac doesn't have this nameplate on the back of it, you've probably paid more
You're a
than
fucking
you should
idiot.
have.
And now it's time for Disco News.
Do you get the feeling that some late-night news shows are a lot of show and very little tell? At Channel 7, our 11 o'clock news update is the latest news in town with live minicam reports, telephone updates, and local coverage by Detroit's largest, most experienced news staff. Watch Channel 7's 11 o'clock news update with Bonds, Lewis, Ackerman, and Hodak for news that can make a difference in your tomorrow.
This is the Disco Dance Machine. It's an electric record player with a microphone, but without the record.
Disco, disco, disco dance machine.
Young George.
Oh, he's so cute.
What a short.
Disco, disco, disco
Let's
dance
get him.
machine.
Disco fun for all. The Disco Dance Machine comes complete as shown, record not included. From Ohio Art.
Yeah, that was all just a
Wow.
setup for that last.
That was so
That
great.
last one was
Yeah.
incredible. I mean,
That's
they
why
all-
disco died, because of that commercial. That's the reason
That
we
did
don't
it.
have disco anymore.
Nail in the coffin.
Now back to Saturday morning cartoons.
Can anybody summarize what happened so far?
They're camping, and Reginald has a big setup.
There's no conflict. There's zero conflict right now. There's
Except
no
that
impending
guy's
doom.
kind of an asshole. Like
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that,
And that one girl's kind of snotty. But that's it. There's no impending doom coming their way right now.
Well, Fred and Barney come in right now, and they
Okay.
just fuck everything.
Okay.
That
right,
sounds
here we go.
right.
We're ready for the nature walk, Miss Twilly.
I just love wild explorers. Wild boars. Oh, no, exploring the wild. Aren't the boys humming a song? Oh, coming along?
No, they're going trout fishing.
I don't
And
understand her
look at
speech
that.
impediment.
Yeah.
Any
That's the wrong words.
self-respecting fish would throw
Yeah.
him back.
What ho, girls?
And Mr. Roughing It here looks like he just fell off a yacht.
Have your fun, girls, but you won't be laughing when I return with a string of lake trout for breakfast.
String of trout? Ha! You couldn't catch a clam in a bowl of chowder.
Indeed.
Hi, gang.
Come on, sport. We have other fish
What is
to fry.
he wearing? Do you see his waders? Look at his waders.
Wait. Okay.
Which
Hurry up, Benji, old sod. It's an early worm that catches
Doesn't
the
look like he's-
fish.
I'll be right there.
Yeah.
He's just wearing,
Faithful here,
isn't he wearing fishnets?
This lure never misses.
Garters. Yeah. Yeah, he's wearing garter belts with garters.
Oh boy, I got one.
We've only had one thing seen
Well,
in this entire
takes one
thing
to know
episode.
one.
They're really biting today, Benji.
Looks like you found a good spot. I'm coming out. I must have stepped in a hole.
And now you're a bigger drip than ever.
Ouch!
Oh, hasn't this hike been educational, girls? I can hardly wait to see your sassy shorts. Oh, no, class reports.
Oh,
my
she does the
gracious me.
flipping out.
That's the biggest Denautilus plexipus I've ever seen.
What?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, let's run. Oh, Betty, it's just a monarch butterfly.
Oh, yeah, hold still, little flutterby.
Still no thing.
I always think those chicken legs look kind of good.
Yeah.
I love a big cartoon sandwich. Okay, we got a little conflict coming up here.
Yeah.
The frog
Although it doesn't
must be
seem threatening.
restless tonight.
No.
Good heavens, there's a bear in my chair.
I like that sound effect.
This has an awful lot of sound effects in it.
There's a bear down there.
Thanks for the warning.
So she has a fancy tent too.
Yep.
Next morning. I haven't seen that in the cartoon.
There's a real brew warming up. Oh, yeah, a real storm brewing.
You're right, Miss Twilly. Looks like we're in for a big blow.
Worse than that. Look, the lightning triggered a landslide.
Can you please make a supercut of all these innuendos?
Yeah.
For it.
What was it? Sassy shorts?
Do your
Yeah.
thing.
That's some sack.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy, what a revolting development this is. There's one thing noisy
I like that
and
he's
rock and
wearing like
roll.
Speedo
It's
blue
rolling rocks.
underoos, basically.
I mean, it implies that he has genitals, right?
Yeah.
Rocky Jones.
Rock balls and
That he doesn't want anybody to see.
a rock shaft. Right, it's embarrassing.
We've been saved by your friend Rocky. Oh, I mean, your Rocky friend.
The thing is so strong, so marvelous, so fantastic.
What's under those blue
what?
Speedos?
What happened?
Just the most exciting part of our trip. And you missed seeing the thing, as usual.
Better luck next time, Benji.
Does she know?
Next time? Yeah.
You must know. Yeah.
Our field
Better
trip
luck
was a
next
splendid
time,
educational
Chuck. Better luck next
experience, wasn't it, pupils? I've never had a better time.
Me too.
Well, I ruined my hair, my manicure, and my shoes.
Who else would go hiking in high heels?
You peasants can rough it whenever you like, but I'll be glad to get home for some rest.
It was kind of rough last night with that bear hanging around. Did you get any sleep?
Oh, just barely. A little witticism there.
I hate this guy.
Yeah, now at last, some sleep. I can hardly wait.
Come on, comeuppance. Come on.
Yep.
Oh, well. I guess I'll just have to grin and bear it.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a cartoon.
Yeah,
That's
it certainly was.
shatty. That was
Right.
shatty,
The
George.
thing goes camping.
I mean, the thing parts were awesome. They really leaned into like the Jimmy Durante thing with his voice too. That was great. Yeah.
Couldn't they have given it a better title? Like the thing goes camping, like a camping we will go, or something
Right.
like that. Like
Yeah.
that's if the Saturday morning cartoons have taught me anything, you have to have some sort of catchy title.
Yeah, the
Right.
thing that goes bump in the night.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
There's you notice that the Yancey Street Gang wasn't in that particular episode.
No.
They're in every other episode, but there were still, even without them, there were way too many characters. Right?
Yeah.
There were too many people,
Yeah.
too many things going on.
You could have cut out 3 of them easily.
Right.
Yeah.
I tried.
I think if there weren't any scenes with the doddering school teacher, I think it would have been 5 minutes shorter.
Yeah, her malapropisms took up a lot of the running time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I'm not a big fan of marms in general, but school marms are among the worst.
Oh, can't stand.
Couldn't
the
agree
school
more.
marm. Yeah.
All right, so you, Nick, you collect a lot of merchandise of
Do I?
different. Hey, Nick, I heard that you collect a lot of memorabilia.
That's right, George. Yes. correct.
So like, there's some incredible memorabilia coming out. Can you say it memorabilia in advance? Because it's not like the memory hasn't happened yet. But
Merch?
there's
Right.
Yes, merch coming from the next Fantastic Four movie. This is you got, what do we have here? Galactus, the villain. His head is a popcorn dispenser. You got Herbie the robot there in the middle makes an appearance as like a throwback to people who remember the 1978 cartoon. That's what we really are. It's all references at this point. Character cups, drinks. If you want the Thing Fanta Rock Punch. Is that what else? Oh yeah, so we got Little Caesars Fantastic Four pizza. I don't know how pepperoni and jalapeno goes with the Human Torch. Well, I guess it's like spicy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good idea to have 4 different styles for each member of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
I
and
like it.
You got blue milk from the same people who put out the blue milk for the Star Wars tie-in.
Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. So I developed a game for merchandise centered around the Thing. It's a new game I call "Is This Thing for Real?" I was going to call it One Thing After Another, A Thing of Beauty.
You should have called it "The Thing Goes Camping."
Yeah. But I also I was also going to call it "It's Merchandising Time." So I'm just going to describe something, and you guys are going to tell me, did they make this or not? So
okay.
Did they make a Thing action figure?
Yes.
Well, we saw it. Yeah.
Well, okay. That was more of an
You're talking
inflatable.
like,
Right.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they did. They did. They made the Amiga one. They also have made 20 others since then, at least. Those are just the first 20 I found on eBay. Did they make a Thing T-shirt?
Sure.
Yeah, I would say.
They made a lot. This is a great ringer tee.
Nice.
Great one.
It's on
Hey,
eBay
man, I
right
can
now.
see you wearing that one.
You
That's
know it,
bootleg?
yeah. I'm gonna be searching for that later.
I'm going to pieces. No, it's 1975.
Oh, I love it.
It's legit. So some of these are real, some of these aren't. Was there a Thing Ben Cooper costume?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ben Cooper never saw a character he wouldn't make a costume.
Oh, that's a great one too. Yeah.
I love it because it has on the box, it has this picture of what your kid will look like.
Terrifying.
That's a tattoo right there.
Good idea. Did they make a Thing pogo stick?
If you're asking, I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking.
I'm going to say no. It's one of those things with a ball on the bottom, like the fake, bouncy things.
I'm gonna say yes.
I could not find one, but they did make a Superman one, and I find it especially similar to like a sex doll, the one how he looks on the right. So,
yeah.
So if you have one, please send it to the Found Footage Festival headquarters, care of George. Did they make a Thing Hot Wheels car?
I hope so.
Sure.
Yeah, I think.
They did.
Yeah.
Did they make a Thing flashlight?
Yeah,
that seemed like a thing they did in the 70s.
They
80s.
did,
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Did they make Thing scissors.
Yeah.
So we
I'm
got-
sticking with yeah. I'm sticking yeah.
So we've one no and 2 yeahs.
Yep.
Is that right? The answer is I could not find one, but they did make Wonder Woman ones that are infamous because this is what
Pry her legs apart.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the thing that I realized is that if you bought 2 of them, you could make them scissor.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, George.
Didn't get that in time for Pride Month, but
Okay, right.
close.
The Thing skateboard, did they make it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk wrote it.
They did make them.
Whoa.
That's
2.
actually kind of awesome.
Those are great.
Did they make a Thing inflatable hammer?
No.
I don't think so.
What is an inflatable hammer? I guess it's just an inflatable hammer.
Yeah.
Did he have any accessories? Like, was his thing? Did he have a hammer ever? Was that his tool? It's just
my
his strong.
It's just his
I'm
body.
sticking yes. I'm sticking yes.
Okay, they did not, but they did make. It makes no sense either that they made a Wolverine one, but this is known in the comics world because it has this. This is how it inflates.
Right on
Did
his
they make
wiener.
Thing roller skates?
Yes. I had
Yeah.
Hulk roller skates.
Wow.
I could not find them. I found
Oh.
Hulk ones.
Oh,
I
you
have.
had those, Nick?
Yeah. I have
So
a picture of me and Hulk underoos with those
Ooh.
skates on.
My, oh
And
my.
these very erotic Wonder Woman
Mhm.
ones, and I don't know who in a store sees this and says, "I'm getting this for my child." But
Right.
they made Spider-Man ones, Hulk, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, but I could not find a Thing one. Did they make Thing electronic feet?
Oh, absolutely,
What is
definitely.
that?
Yes. Whatever those are, they definitely did.
Yes. They made electronic feet.
I'm going no.
They did.
What is it?
You put them on, and when you step, it makes
Oh,
crunching
okay.
sounds. And they made
Hulk hands one.
Hulk-
yeah,
yeah, right.
they
Yeah,
made Thing hands. But while trying to find this, there was an auction with the Thing. These were another set of feet made for the 2005 movie.
Oh,
it came with this thing looks like I don't even know what this looks like, but I think that's Michael Chiklis's face or something.
It is. Yeah.
But it's horrifying, absolutely horrifying. We're in the home stretch here. Not really, but did they make Thing sneakers?
No.
Yes.
Nick.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
They did. They did. They
Ooh.
made them for each member.
I'd wear
of-
those.
Yeah. They're looking pretty.
I like
pretty
those.
nice.
Yeah. Good color palette.
The Thing toilet paper.
No.
I'm going to
You
go
don't-
no for the first time ever. I'm going to say no. I
You don't think
they
a
will.
rocky surface is something that you would associate
It's
with toilet paper?
sandpaper, actually, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they did not, but they did make, and this doesn't make any more sense. And Spider-Man and Hulk toilet paper that actually has.
That's so cool.
It is, and I guess the bad thing is you can only read it once, right? Because. So, do they have this at the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library?
I don't think we do. I gotta find that though. That's
You
awesome.
need to.
Yeah.
have it in the bathroom there. Did they make a Thing golf club cover?
Yes.
Sure.
Yep.
No.
They did.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
There's no rhyme or reason to these. Did they make a Thing guitar?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
So the Thing played guitar in one. I can only find this picture, but I found them for other characters like licensed and unlicensed Captain America ones, but I could not find a Thing one except for this pin you could get at Universal Studios. Who would design this? A Thing-shaped guitar.
That doesn't make any sense.
You found that on the deepest, darkest corner of the internet.
Yes. Did they make the Thing pasteurized process imitation cheese spread?
Yes.
It's his color, so I would think yes.
Nick?
Come on.
Yes, but not pasteurized.
But you're all wrong.
Yeah.
They did make Superman pasteurized process imitation cheese spread. 59 cents. I don't even know what that means. Imitation cheese spread? I don't know. It looks disgusting. And the thought of it like sitting around in some collector's closet for the last 60 years.
I like the 3 pickles on the side of the. It's like you can put those 3 pickles on.
Square meal.
Mhm.
The Thing U.S. postage stamp?
Sure.
Yeah, Marvel maybe. Yeah,
They
sure.
did.
Yeah, they did. There he is.
Yeah.
That Thing Denny's hamburger?
Oh yeah, I could see Denny's jumping all
Sure.
over that. The Thing
Yeah, I'll
burger,
say,
and
yeah.
I'm going to say it's called the Thing burger.
Well, let's see.
100% beef burger, melted cheddar, with crispy hash browns and an egg your way. Now that's a
You want that to go again, sweetie?
The Thing Burger.
Yes!
Welcome to Denny's. Fantastic Four, only in theaters.
Joe, you got it.
You should be a brander because you always can guess these things.
Yeah, I should be.
And they had they had like the Invisible Woman Slam, which that doesn't sound right either. Human Torch Skillet.
Invisible Woman Slam. Okay. Yeah. Thing Burger.
There's a lot wrong with this episode.
Human Torch.
I think it might
Skillet.
Human Torch Skillet sounds like something like people call each other. My Human Torch Skillet.
Yeah. Fantastic Four cheese omelet. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal. Did they make Thing corn holders?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say they did. Yeah.
They did not, but they did make Wolverine ones, which
That's
which
great.
actually
Should have
makes
guessed that.
Those are
I should have
good.
guessed that.
Yeah,
George, back when you said we were in the home stretch, we weren't in the home stretch.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Get started.
Did they make
We're the
Thing
front
sliced
nine.
bread?
No.
Yeah. I
I'm
wanna
gonna
see
go
it.
no. I can't even picture that.
I could see Wolverine sliced bread though.
Oh yeah.
That's a good idea. Now they did make Superman and Batman sliced bread, but I can't believe they didn't make
You swear
Thing sliced
you
bread
make
because it would be
head-
the best thing since sliced bread, right?
Oh.
It writes
Yeah,
itself. All right,
yeah,
last
okay.
one, Joe. Finally, we're here.
Home stretch for
Thing-
real.
The Thing dildo. Did they make it? Did they not make it?
I'll say yes. Wishful thinking.
No.
I'm gonna say no, but they made a who's another superhero? Green Lantern dildo.
Hawkman dildo.
Yeah.
Joe, you got it again. No,
Lights up.
I don't know. I don't know how to score this one. There is something called. Do I have to blur this? I don't know. This is the theme.
It's a little veiny. It's a little veiny for Shaturday, but
but it's
what's the
rocky.
number of veins we can show on Shaturday, Nick?
Well,
Yeah, I
it's not one big.
This exceeds it. I know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll blur it.
I can't believe
But-
this exists.
And it comes in 4 sizes. Well, this is the small compared to a soda can. $134.
Can you get it with more veins? Is it possible, or to get fewer veins? Is there a vein count that you can get fewer? Or
You got to go with the orange color to truly have it be
Right. They didn't have that. They didn't have all the options, but this is the XL, and that's not even the biggest one. The XXL is another $85. But I mean, I don't know.
Oh, George, you just got put on some lists. You're going to start
Right.
getting some emails, and yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is
All right.
a hell of
I've
a
ruined-
finale for the season. Yeah. Going out with a bang.
Yeah, you have to put a content warning up front.
Yeah.
6 months for this one.
Wow. That was amazing.
I learned nothing. I don't know if any of you learned anything.
Jack
in this
Squat.
No.
I'll try to learn something.
Oh, yes.
Or you're upset about something, it sounds like.
I'm a little upset about something. Well, that's it. Another season of Saturday morning cartoons, and I don't remember a single thing we've watched. I remember something about a cute Loch Ness monster and a bunch of anthropomorphic peas, and that's it. Are these cartoons engineered to be forgettable? Or is our steady media diet forcing out the old to make way for the latest horrors we're ingesting every single second? I don't know. All I know is we will keep making more episodes of this weird program with unwatchable animation, commercials that are better than the shows, and games that don't make any sense. And what is this anyway? Is it a show? Is it a podcast? Or is it just a waste of time? I can say this. It is a thing. And I agree with the overwhelming sentiment we get week after week in the chat. We need more Caitlin. And that's why I always say, the more you battle is twice the knowing.
Wow.
Truer now than ever.
Yeah.
And George. More George, too.
Of course,
I don't
yeah.
know. I think I burned out all goodwill with that blurred.
I mean,
wang.
take a long break, George, but come back eventually.
Yeah.
Right.
Think about what you did, and then come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And bring Shmoo. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want
bring Shmoo.
I want to say a few notes on the way out. Please subscribe to the Found Footage Festival's YouTube channel if you're not a subscriber already. Also, like, comment, share if you want, if you can. It helps us if you do. And consider joining the Found Footage Festival's Patreon to keep the lights on, because Nick and Joe have very expensive tastes. And as some inducement, I just posted 3 mini episodes of Saturday morning cartoons I made for the Rent to George service last year.
Ooh, I haven't seen these.
So you can watch me watch episodes of Star Wars Ewoks, the Transformers, and Cops that viewers hired me to make for their spouses as birthday and Christmas gifts last year.
Oh.
Only they've seen them. I got their blessing to post these. So yeah, join Patreon. And let me just show a few seconds of what that looks like.
Yeah.
I haven't seen these.
You know, I sometimes feel like Zeppo Marx alongside Groucho and Harpo.
It's the flub heard around the galaxy. Can you imagine flubbing in front of Orson Welles?
It was some Halloween party. The costumes were, well, in some cases, dazzling. One couple was draped in enough chain to anchor the Queen Mary.
I think there's a good chance this reporter did not, in fact, go to a Halloween party.
What other tricks can you do?
Hop in, Spike. I'm gonna take you for the ride of your life.
All right.
Oh,
yeah. That's a little bit.
Wow.
A little bit of what you got in store.
I'm excited to watch those.
Can people rent a George still or no?
I don't think so. I think George has left the building. I think I'm taking this year off.
Did we take it down off the site?
I think so.
Oh,
I think we did. Yeah.
I don't know.
Caitlin, what's at
Nobody
Billy?
knows.
What's at Billy Ireland this summer for those visiting the Columbus area?
Yeah, we have 2 new exhibits up. One of them is called Write It Down, Draw It Out, the comics art of Carol Tyler. Carol is a alternative cartoonist who's been working for 40 years now. She's Ohio-based. She was big in like the sort of post-underground world and continues to make great work today. And it's a really like immersive, installation-heavy exhibit. And the other show that we have up is called Motion Lines, How Cartoonists Draw Movement. So there's like a little bit of everything in there, including some like really well-known art, some really obscure art, and it looks at all of the unique ways in which cartoonists, bring movement to a static art form. So pretty cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Too
Try to get
cool.
there.
All right.
What a
And then
season.
We're coming back next year. Are we doing it, or is this it? Are we?
We'll have to see what shape the world's in, really.
Yeah.
What the future shall bring.
There's still plenty more Shad out there, though.
Oh, yeah.
You ever watch Fred and Barney Meet the Shmoo?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. We have to come back at least for that.
And we've been diving into some international stuff, so that could be fun to dive back into.
The British stuff was fun. Yeah, let's go to other countries next season.
And who knows what size dildos we'll see on next season of Saturday Morning Cartoons. You'll have to tune back in September and find out.
Until then, I hope you all have a great thing. And
Happy Saturday!
Looks like we're in for a big blow. That is some sack.
And now, folks, a surprise treat. The Human Torch himself, Johnny Storm, performing his own song.
This is for you, Melinda. I hope you like it. Yeah. They ought to teach this in school. It's not always cool to be cool. What? They try to play you for a fool. Like you see a girl who's unique. It's a treat, cause she's sweet. And she really seems to knock you off your feet. You wanna say hey, but you don't. You don't. Your mom says tell her how you feel, but you won't. So you're busy playing cool, now she's gone. She's gone. Gone on to another while I sing my funky song. I never pass up a chance. I know the story seems long, but when I know the time is right for me and you, I just flame on, flame on.